Legendary Suge Knight, the founder, co-founder, and former CEO of Death Row Records, the most notorious figure in the rap industry of the past decades. Now let's delve into the key women in his tumultuous life. Welcome to the top art legends, and we'll start with Sharitha Golden. They met at a party in the early 1980s. Sharitha, a freshman in high school, described Suge as pushy and assertive, but she gave him her number, and they talked ever since. Sharitha and Suge, who was 3 years older, dated throughout high school.
How I felt or what I thought about Suge upon first meeting him, he was arrogant. Real arrogant. He forced himself on me.
In 1989, Suge proposed to Sharitha in Las Vegas, and their limousine driver witnessed it. Later, they had a daughter named Marion. At Death Row Records studio, Sharitha, like her husband, was a producer, and one of the first artists she worked with was Snoop Dogg, who became the godfather of Sharitha and Suge's daughter. Sharitha began promoting and producing him.
I didn't like rap until Snoop, and the reason why I gravitated to Snoop rap was because Snoop's lyrics was so, what I want to say, juvenile and elementary, and I actually can catch on and recite everything he was saying. So he just had this way of having a good hook, and it was so smooth the way he presented everything.
Then Snoop even looked for clients for her. "You should let her do your stuff," said Snoop. Snoop released Doggy Style, produced by Dr. Dre with Death Row in 1993. In 2017, the documentary film Who Killed Tupac was released. In which Sharitha was described as extremely business and extremely professional. Former Death Row Records Hank Caldwell says that the relationship between Sharitha and Suge was one of love and hate. She wouldn't allow herself to be mistreated. George Price, a former publicist for Death Row, said that Sharitha was the only woman of all of Suge's women who could answer him, and described her as evil. Sharitha left Suge and Death Row because of Suge's endless infidelities. "I had all rights, but I didn't do that. I just wanted out. It was the women. When he started bringing the women around, they were calling me saying they were pregnant," she said. Sharitha also helped Suge manage Tupac.
Back to get wrecked. All respect to those who break their neck to keep their hopes in check, as though they sweat a brother majorly.
In an interview from the documentary film Tupac Assassination, Suge claimed that Reggie Wright Jr. and his ex-wife Sharitha Golden were allegedly behind Tupac's murder, but initially attempted to kill Suge himself. Sharitha maintains that this is all lies and makes absolutely no sense. She says she has heard these accusations against her for many years, and that it has affected her children, one of whom is Suge's daughter.
You know, I'm so damn sick of getting 100,000 calls about this. No way in hell I would have murdered Tupac. For what reason?
She asks in the TMZ clip.
This ridiculous theory that I needed to get half a death row, and I already had half a death row, America. You know, and when Tupac died, what did death row become after that? Zero, nothing, a downfall.
In turn, Suge's lawyer also stated that the information presented in the documentary film does not correspond to reality. Stormey Ramdhan.
I am Stormey, and this is my story.
Stormey is the woman with whom Suge has two sons, Suge Jacob Knight and Sosa Knight. In one interview, Stormey revealed that she got engaged to Suge a year before Jacob was born. "He asked me in bed, in his Westwood apartment in 1994, and put a ring on it," she shared. "It was more than a relationship. We was a family at one point, and we really loved and cared about one another, or at least I did," she added. Although she has two children with Suge, in her 2014 book, My Life with the Night, the woman behind the most feared man in hip-hop, Stormey recounts that Suge was hardly present during their childhood.
Who he is. He's a bozo. He's a clown. He doesn't want me to expose that he's a deadbeat dad, that it's just a liar, and he's really not who he claims to be.
"It's been a struggle with him to even care about his kids," she admitted. However, in the years since Suge's arrest, Stormey seems to have softened her stance towards her ex, because as of today, it's known that she has visited him in prison along with their sons. Singer Michel'le. During her abusive relationship with Dr. Dre, Michel'le struggled with substance abuse issues and alcoholism.
Everyone said I should have left then. Should have got out while I still had one eye working. He was crying.
You can see about Dr. Dre's relationship in our video. Interestingly, Suge Knight intervened and, one might say, saved her from serious consequences by sending her to rehabilitation. After the abusive relationship with Dre, Michel'le found solace in Suge Knight. They got married, and they had a daughter named Bailey. The couple was together for 8 years, during which Suge spent 6 years in prison. Most of our relationship was under the shadow of him being in and out of prison and always being in trouble, said Michel'le. Initially, Michel'le stated that Suge was protective, but he once hit her, dislocating her jaw. However, he promised never to do it again because she was too small.
You talking about loving about Dre? Huh? Give us a minute.
Abuse is not love, Michel'le says. That's no way to treat a woman. After filing for divorce, Michel'le discovered that their marriage was not valid because Suge was still legally married to Sharitha. In 2016, the film Surviving Compton Dre, Suge, and Michel'le was released, of which Michel'le is very proud. I hope women watching the movie feel empowered, she says. Singer Lisa Left Eye Lopes.
And I am digging the scene, digging on you, digging on me, baby, baby, ooh, baby, baby.
In 2020, the documentary film Hopelessly in Love was released, revealing details of all of Lisa Lopes's relationships.
She needs to go to jail.
How she died?
Hopelessly in love.
It is widely known that Lisa was in love with Tupac, but she was in a relationship with Andre Rison, and Tupac regarded her more as a friend. After Tupac's death, Lisa was devastated and deeply affected. She even called off her wedding with Andre and left the TLC group, deciding to embark on her own creative journey.
Fell in love when I first met you, put you all on my team, introduced you to my group, told you my every dream. It was us against the world.
She reached out to Suge Knight at Death Row Records, and they started working together.
Actually, the row found me.
Okay.
So I feel comfortable over here. This is a family. You know, there's a lot of love here.
Suge revealed that their professional relationship evolved into something more. She went to one of my high rises one time. She gave me a hug, and I sat back down in my chair and fired up a cigar. The doorbell rings, so I get up and open up the door, and they got the carts. It's all her clothes and suitcases. She showed up and never rolled out, Suge argued.
Get up or you can get up, just don't let what you need pass by. Spread your wings to the sky.
And he continued, we started hanging and she's a great person. I mean, even before it was a sexual relationship, I had major love for her. But I knew her fiancé, Andre Rison. We were cool, but I cared about Lisa. Toi-Lin Kelly. It is not known exactly how and when this relationship began, but by helping Suge, who is in prison, Toi-Lin Kelly has already had repeated problems with the law. According to reports from The Times, Los Angeles County Superior Court Judge Douglas Sortino ruled that Toi-Lin Kelly helped Knight violate a court order on phone calls in jail by helping him arrange an interview with BET producers for a documentary about Death Row Records. Sortino also found that she indirectly communicated with Knight through a private investigator, violating the terms of the probation he had given her. Suge Knight was convicted of voluntary manslaughter and is currently serving a 28-year sentence in a state prison. Knight began serving his sentence in 2018 after 3 years of legal proceedings. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell. See you later on the Top Art Legends.